Initiating sex. Do men always have to make the first move? In this video, we're going to talk about an age-old question that still plagues many relationships today. Who should initiate sex? Is it always the man's responsibility, or can the woman take the lead every once in a while? But before going further, if you're new to the everythingmom.com YouTube channel, click on the red subscribe button below and hit the bell icon so that you can get notified about our fantastic upcoming videos in return. Now to the good stuff. Do men wish women were initiating sex more often? Rumor is that men are getting a little tired of always initiating sex. In fact, this isn't just a rumor. Studies show that men initiate twice as many times as women. If you find this true in your relationship, perhaps it is time to initiate sex. But how do we make the first move with our spouses? Let us find out. How do men feel about women initiating sex? Men love to see you take charge in the bedroom. In fact, one of the top male sexual fantasies is seeing their partner turn into a tigress in bed. Men generally don't mind making the first move, especially when it leads to intimacy. However, they wouldn't mind if you initiated sex every once in a while. When men want sex, their signals are pretty obvious. If you get my drift, nudge nudge, wink wink, let's go to the bedroom. How to make the first move? When it comes to making the first move, women are much more subtle. They might hug, kiss, or cuddle, but they leave the sexual advances up to their man. So why don't women initiate sex? Studies have found that women don't usually initiate sex, simply because they don't have to. Most women know that their husbands will initiate sex every night of the week. Plus, some women feel like they're too busy for sex. The problem with letting our spouses always initiate sex is that they don't know when we actually want to have sex. A common myth is that men are always horny and ready for sex. Feeling rejected and shy about sex. Some women don't initiate sex because they fear rejection or are a little shy about initiating sex. Did you know that men refuse sex with their partners at the same rate as females? Rejection is hard for either gender. Once a woman is rejected when she tries to initiate sex, she might be a little slow to do it again. We must remember that sometimes our partners aren't into it, just like we aren't, and that is okay. Try again later or the next day. Women, honestly, there is nothing more invigorating to a guy than a woman who initiates sex. How to initiate sex with your spouse? If you're sitting here reading this going, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna initiate sex with my spouse, but you don't know where to start. Here are some great tips on how to initiate sex with your spouse. Go to bed at the same time. Leave your phone in the other room. Show your partner you want to initiate sex. Don't be embarrassed about being into him or her. Be creative when initiating sex. Dress the part. Send him texts throughout the day, letting him know your plans after the kids are in bed. Giving a sensual massage. Inviting him to join you for a shower or bath. Stripping off your clothes one piece at a time. Stimulating all his senses with scents, music, food, and sexy lingerie. Follow through. There are so many fun options. Being creative is half the fun of creating new initiating habits. Surveys show couples believe both partners should initiate sex with equal frequency. According to surveys, men and women both feel like partners should initiate sex equally. If this is the case, why doesn't it happen then? A majority of couples get stuck in an initiating rut, resentment builds, power struggles ensue, and sex starts to be something you just check off the to-do list. When you find yourself in this rut, it is time to stop blaming each other and start focusing on what type of initiation rut has been created. How to communicate about initiating sex? We always hear that communication is key when it comes to sex. But sometimes we find it hard to communicate about this topic with our spouse. Believe it or not, men want to tell what arouses them, and the same goes for women too. Women want their husbands to tell them what they would like. So instead of just wondering what he wants, talk to him and have an open dialogue about how to initiate sex in a way that he likes and vice versa. talk about what arouses you. What do women like when it comes to initiating sex? What do men like? Take some time to talk about it. Maybe it is as simple as telling your man in the morning that you can't wait to make love with them that night, or maybe your man wants something a little more. The more you talk about what each other like, the more in tune you will be with one another, and initiating sex becomes easy. There you have it. Simple and easy ways how to initiate sex with your spouse. Let us know your thoughts about the video. Do you have other exciting ways to initiate sex?